Client came in wanting a tattoo with her parents. Here in Arizona, it is legal to do so with parent consent, of course, making sure it's not forced and the client loves the tattoo. It's a child. What's going on, Ink Empire family? I have a crazy video for you guys today, so please stick around and watch the entire thing. But first, let me do some e-begging, okay? So I'm very close to 1,000 subscribers. So if you would love to help me out, which I would love for you to do, please go ahead and click that subscribe button. And then as an added bonus, once I hit 1,000 subscribers, I will be giving away a tattoo to one of my lucky subscribers. So if you would love to help me out, which I would love for you to do, I would love to help you out to get your tattoo. So let's make this happen, okay? But on to the video. So I recorded this video twice already.
Count 'em, 2.
The first time I recorded it, I was pretty, not neutral. I had my opinions, but I was trying to be nice about it. I was trying to not curse. I was trying to give the person the benefit of the doubt. Then after I recorded the first time, I was looking up some other videos on the subject. Then I found a podcast clip where one of the guys on the podcast was defending the tattoo artist. And then I started looking into it more and seeing that there's a lot of tattoo artists that like and follow this person, the video and all that stuff. So then I decided to record it a second time and not be as nice because it kind of pissed me off a little bit. So I kind of went in and went a little hard and didn't hold back my emotions.
One guy, I'm not gonna share his bullshit because he's a fucking idiot too.
So now that I'm rewatching, I'm realizing that I maybe should try a third time. I think the lighting was giving me a little bit more like intensity than I wanted, so I figured I could change it up a little bit so it's not so intense, so maybe my emotions don't get so intense. But pretty much you've seen the thumbnail, you've read the title. That's probably why you clicked on this video to begin with. So I'm going to show you the full video. As we can see, there's a child. I'm blurring the face because it's a child. You don't need to be seeing her face. In this video, it shows him giving her an American flag tattoo on her shoulder in color. So that's what you see, right? You can make a lot of assumptions off of just that. But let's read what he wrote in his own caption on his own Instagram, right? How my phone is going to sound after I post this. I'm pretty sure he was right. People are talking about it for obvious reasons. Client came in wanting a tattoo with her parents. Here in Arizona, it's legal to do so with parent consent and, of course, making sure it's not forced and that client loves the tattoo. She's 9 years old. Well, here, yeah, does it say it? Yeah. She's 9 years old. 1, 2.
Count 'em, 2.
It says in Arizona, it's legal to tattoo a 9-year-old with parent consent. No! So I looked into that, right? What was shown to me when I looked up the tattoo laws per state is that in Arizona, state law A.R.S.13-3721, minimum age 18 years old. Then it says parental consent and presence required. Parent or guardian must consent and be physically present. Those are two conflicting things in the same thing, in the same span of a sentence. So then I saw a news clipping on YouTube talking about this thing, right? This is connected with the podcast clip where the guy is agreeing with the tattoo artist. So I'm just going to let that play real quick.
Ben Shaw with the Alliance of Professional Tattooists says Arizona is one of the least regulated states for tattoo artists where no license is required to practice.
Wild.
Says just because something is legal doesn't mean it's ethical.
Okay, all right, so we'll stop right there for a second. Now, here's what I want to throw out to you. I want to say I defend in some way the tattoo artist who gave this girl a tattoo. Here's how I'm defending it.
He's a fucking idiot too.
It wasn't the original tattoo this time. The tattoo artist was redoing it, so it was a touch-up.
Yeah.
Now, if a 9-year-old already has a flaming 8-ball, but it looks like a jailhouse tattoo, and some tattoo artist goes, I'm going to help you out. I'm at least going to make the flaming 8-ball look nice with some nice lines.
Badass.
Yeah. I will defend the second tattoo to make the mistake of the first tattoo at least look better.
So she said on the news clipping that Arizona is the least regulated states for tattoo artists. There's no license required and stuff like that. And that there's no age requirement. But like I just read, thing that I saw on the laws said that you had to be 18, but then you also had to have parent, guardian consent and presence. Then the guy on the podcast goes on to say that he agrees because if she came in with a bad tattoo, he is in the right to fix the tattoo, to be a good Samaritan, which is not the story. The story is based off of his own caption on his own post on his own Instagram. The client, the young girl, wanted a portrait of, he tagged the real Donald Trump on her neck, which why the fuck did you have to tag him? There's no reason for that. You're just trying to get a little bit extra attention. But on her neck, I convinced her to do a more patriotic tattoo. Told her in a year, if she still wanted the Trump, then to get it, but to think about it. Yeah, because that's the best advice I could have gave a 9-year-old that wanted a portrait of Donald Trump on her neck, as I would assume her first tattoo. But then, okay, but listen real quick. But all this is happening because the parents brought her in to begin with. On the news clipping, it says that the parents allegedly, let's use that as a blanket statement right here. Allegedly, the parents were in another state, I would assume in a state that does not allow underage tattooing, regardless of parent consent or not, right? So they went to Arizona, where the laws are more laxed. And they thought this was a good idea. The parents thought this was a good idea to get their 9-year-old daughter a tattoo of Donald Trump on her neck as her first tattoo. That's all bad in itself, right? We can agree on that. I would hope so. If not,
you're part of the problem.
So the tattoo artist, being the best person he could be, instead of telling her and her parents, no, you are a child. You don't need a tattoo regardless of what it is. He said, how about we do something more patriotic? America, fuck yeah! So lick my blood and suck on my bone. We can do an American flag on your shoulder as a 9-year-old little girl. And they agreed. Everything is great. Then he said, if you still want it in a year, when you're 10 years old,
You can come back and I will do that Donald Trump tattoo on your neck because now you're 10 and you're an adult and you can make a decision like that and think logically about this decision. And because your parents are so fucking smart and they allow you to do it, I will allow you to do it as well.
But then let's read on the post, right? Then the client came back 1 year later saying, I'm 10 now. Can you touch up the red? Second video, which is the video we are currently on, which is the video that's being spread out. Unexpectedly, and you know we got her right. You did the tattoo a year ago when she was 9. She came back when she was 10, when she was supposed to be getting this Trump tattoo on her neck. But instead, she wanted you to touch up the color. So you, of course you did it again, so you can get her right. But you fucked it up the first time for her to need to touch up the second time.
Count 'em, 2.
Okay, let's continue. Also, she changed her mind on the Trump portrait 1 year later. Fist bump emoji. I'm so proud of her. Anyways, what do you guys think? By the way, tried to scare them away with saying $500 for this snap, $80 tat, but they jumped on the price. I'm assuming he's saying he tried to scare them away by giving them a high price of $500 for this American flag tattoo on this 9-year-old girl's arm, even though he would normally charge $80 for it. But they jumped on the price instead. They jumped on a $500 price. It backlashed on me. Shrug emoji. So let's break that down, okay? I have done this before in the sense of if someone wants a tattoo that I might not agree with, I will first try to talk them out of it, of course, especially when it comes to young people. So when it comes to me and my clients, if they're trying to get something that I might not agree with, my first thing is to try to talk them out of it, whether it be the design itself, maybe try to talk them in a different direction, or if it's placement, I will try to talk them into a different placement, or if it's size, I will try to talk them into a different size or a bigger or smaller size. And if none of those work, I will give a bigger price for the tattoo just to try to, like he says, scare them away. If I would normally charge, let's say $200 for something, and if it's something I might not agree with, whether it be design, placement, or size is not that big of a deal. But if it's design or placement, I would probably add $100-$200 to it, right? Hoping that they will be like, oh no, never mind. And then cool. For me, that's a win-win. Of course, they're probably upset because they can't or they don't want to spend that amount of money on it. But for me, it's a win-win. But then I do have those people that's like, okay, yeah, for sure. I thought you were going to say more, which is kind of like a shot to my face. But if I give them the bigger price and they still go for it, then it is what it is at that point. I agree to it. But if it is something that I completely disagree with for whatever reason, whether it be, again, design, size, placement, age of the client, or the reasoning behind the tattoo, those are all things that matter to me. But if it is something that I more than half disagree with, I will most likely just flat out tell them,
No, I'm not going to do that.
I'm not comfortable doing it. If you truly want it, I can point you in the right direction, but I will not be the one to do this tattoo for you, which I feel like that gives me good integrity. It makes me, I have principles in that manner. I have morals in that manner, but I do know tattoo artists that I would trust for certain things, but they are okay with doing those things. So I would push them in the right direction to get tattooed by somebody that I would trust for me, but it's something that I wouldn't personally get, but they want it. So I'm gonna direct the business to where it deserves to go. I'm not trying to gatekeep here. I'm not going to say you can't get a tattoo by me, but you also can't get it done by nobody else. That's ridiculous. The point of me saying that is I genuinely feel as a tattoo artist, it is our job to protect our clients, help our clients, give them what they want, what they deserve, I guess, if that's a good way of saying it. But saying yes to everything is not how we should conduct business. Just because it comes in and it comes with some money with it doesn't mean we should do it. I got into this game for the art, for the thrive to be good at it, not for the money. Of course, we need it because, you know, we are alive in America and we have bills and stuff like that. But it's not the driving force for what I do. And as far as I know, most tattoo artists feel the same way. They get into it for the art, for the passion of it and stuff like that. But then you have other people that do it just for the money. And those are the people that they don't strive to be better and they don't strive to do better. But that's a whole nother topic, right? So back onto this one, the guy that posted it, matter of fact, let's do some real-time sleuthing because I haven't went on his page since I saved the video. So I want to see what's been going on because this was a few days ago. It's been happening pretty recently. So as of today, the video has 193,000 views, 7,100 likes, 457 comments, 3,500 shares. It says that he has 12.5 thousand followers. His minimum is $450, which is, you know, now that we're looking into it, it's kind of contradicting, right? Because he says here, as far as what I can pick up, he says that he would normally charge $80 for that, which is a big difference from your minimum being $450 to $80. So if that's true, why would you originally charge much less for
The child?
that? Shows that he's not unpopular. He's pretty popular. I'm pretty sure he gets enough business to live his life comfortably. But then he has a follow-up video, which comes however many days later, has almost 40,000 views.
This. Is that so?
Does it hurt?
Yes.
No pain?
And it is my intention to major in sorcery. So if at some point you wanted to address...
He asks if it hurts. She says no. He's looking like, oh, damn, you're crazy. This one has almost 4,000 likes, 117 comments, 206 shares. So yeah, his other work doesn't look bad. $450 minimum, probably not, but it's not bad. It's acceptable. I know a lot of people that would pay for his work. I'll say that. Would I? Probably not. I'm a little bit more picky when it comes to my tattoos. You see this arm? Fucking fly, right? But no. So also when you look at his thing, you can see that he is followed by a lot of other very popular tattoo artists as far as Instagram's concerned. So I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know if they agree with it. I don't know if they disagree with it. It doesn't really show much. It just shows that they follow him and that they also like the video. Me personally, I didn't follow him before this. I didn't follow him after it. I will probably never follow him ever. But for me, when someone does something to this magnitude, again, allegedly, if he allegedly really tattooed this little girl, which we could zoom in on the pictures and look at it, investigate a little bit further, but if he really did tattoo this little girl, and if I was following him beforehand, I would have stopped following him, because I don't feel like you deserve the notoriety for doing something like this. Here's the tattoo, the finished product. It's a little zoomed in, so it's a little bit blurry. To me, it looks like a real tattoo. I've seen many of fake tattoo, the sticker tattoos, the ones where you put the water and you stick it to the skin. I've seen a lot of videos saying I've tattooed whatever on my face and it ends up being a fake tattoo. It's just for the video. It's fun, good family fun. This one, it looks like a real tattoo. It has just a little bit of redness on the outside and it has that little bit of lighter skin right next to where the tattoo is. To me, that shows that it's raised. So I don't know how you could really do that as far as faking it. It looks like a real tattoo. To me, it looks like a real tattoo. I hope it's not. I hope it's all a sham just to get some clout, rage bait, and all that stuff. From everything that I see, it seems that it's real. It doesn't seem that he has much backlash from this as far as shutting him down, taking away his Instagram and stuff like that, or stopping the shop, because the shop is promoted on all of this as well. So it's not like you can't find the guy. Says he's in Arizona. I showed you guys the laws that I can come up with on Arizona. The only thing that the closest one I can come to finding about the law as far as this tattoo is concerned is Nevada, which I'll show you right now. It says minimum age not specified. While Nevada state law does not impose regulations on tattoos, local health districts have the authority to set their own guidelines. For instance, the Southern Nevada Health District enforces specific tattoo laws. Minors under the age of 14 are prohibited from receiving tattoos unless they are accompanied by a medical professional. For those aged 14 to 18, obtaining a tattoo is permitted as long as the legal parent or guardian is present and provides written consent. However, certain tattoo artists may decline to tattoo individuals under 15, regardless of parental consent. Again, as far as that's concerned, Nevada is the closest one that has a written rule or law from what they are saying on the clips. Again, it could just all be rage bait. This supposed 9-10-year-old could be an adult but has something so that she looks like a kid. That's very possible. I've seen that before too. This could be that situation. I would hope it is. If it's not, then,
we're going to hell in a handbasket.
But let me know what you guys think about this situation. I said my piece. I don't believe it's a good idea, regardless of parental consent, what the tattoo is, where it's at, how big it is, anything like that. If a client is under the age of 16, it's a no-go. Period. Point blank, period. It doesn't matter. 16, 17, parental consent. We got to go through the checkpoints, make sure everything is good. 18. For most people, 18 is fine. Do whatever you want. But again, for me personally, 18, I still have that checklist of what, where, why, stuff like that. That's just, I can't do anything against my principles. It just doesn't make sense to me. It don't make me feel right. The money doesn't fill that hole that I get if I do something wrong to the point of this. Because at the end of the day, it's a permanent thing. A lot of people forget tattoos are permanent. They are there forever. Let me know what you guys think about it. If you agree, let me know. Go ahead and share this video to your loved ones, your friends, family, your secondary kids. Like this video. You like to hear me talk. You like to see me ramble. Definitely like the video. If you want to help me get to 1,000 subscribers, hit that subscribe button. Once I hit 1,000 subscribers, I will be giving away a tattoo to one of you guys. But of course, you have to be subscribed. You can't just be anybody on the streets. Just because you give me a view doesn't mean you're part of the empire. So with that being said, I appreciate you guys coming and listening to me rant, talk about something that I feel very deeply about. If you want to watch some of my tattooed video, like me actually tattooing, they're time lapse, there's some that's real time. Go ahead and scroll through my little playlist, find something you like. Like, comment, subscribe. I love you guys. Bye.